keep putting those down there. And I think I have some on the phone. If you are on the phone and have access to your computer or can text me, I'm going to put an email and a phone number down so I know that you're hanging here with me. Send me your name and let me know you're on the phone. Oh, that's not going to help at all because people on the phone can't see the chat box. Okay, those of you on the phone, if you can text at the same time, go ahead and text me at 509-205-8672. And let me know that you're hanging out with us today and what your name is so I can check you in. All right, Haley already has. Okay, then you can also answer questions there. Good morning, Amy. Long time no see. Okay, we're really going to officially get started now. So good morning. In case you haven't ever met me before, my name is Michelle Withers. I live in Tri-Cities, Washington. Now, where in the heck is that? It is nowhere near Seattle. It's at the very bottom, right in the middle, where they grow the apples, the corn, the grapes. There's a lot of wine here, which is no fun because I don't drink. But it's a beautiful, beautiful area. It's a desert. It does not look like Seattle. And I love it here. Love it, love it, love it here. We're here because my husband's in agriculture and he grows a heap load of corn. So that's what I do here. I have 4 kids. They're part-time homeschooled. Some are home, some are not. And they're out and about, ages 16 to 6. She's almost age 7. And we have a lot of fun. I've been doing this for I've been associated with direct sales for, I think, about 14, 15 years. I've always loved sales, and seriously, since I was like knee-high. I would talk to anybody. I always have loved sales, which I know makes me completely abnormal. But that's what has got me to learn a couple of things because I was brave enough to do it. But there's a huge difference between brave enough to talk to people and talking to people effectively. Would you all agree? Right? Makes a huge difference. You can talk to people, and then you can talk to people and actually close the deal. Who wants to close more deals? Who wants to hit those levels and those debt-free Christmases and all those goals you mentioned down below? Okay? I am going to give you some tools to do that today. I love helping you with your sales. I don't even know how to express how much I love doing this. Just so you know, be sure and leave yourself on your back end, especially those that are only here on the phone, please. Thank you. So it is just critical to understand a couple key things that will make your business so different. So a lot of you have all these different goals. I saw some of you talked about trips. Some of you talked about things you want to give your family, the Christmases, the levels you want to hit in your company. And I'm just going to tell you a quick story because we are going to talk about goals and really effective questions that will help you take your business to the next level. This is what I did. If it's okay, can I tell you a quick story about how I figured this out? Y'all want to hear like stories? Okay. So what I did was I had been with my company. I had kind of a pretty high title, and I'd earned my first trip. Some of you in that situation? Anybody in a situation where they kind of have a title and they've earned a trip and they're like trying to take it to the next level? That's about where I was. And I had this upcoming trip. They had the new trip coming out. And I had learned a lot about sales. I'd worked really hard, but I knew there had to be a better way. I knew there had to be a way to be more effective. And I started working with a trainer who taught me what's called needs-based selling. Meaning we find out what they need before we start telling them about product. Now, just a little side note, have any of you seen Lindsay? You can tell me your name. There's this gal from back east, and she is hysterical, and she sells makeup like a crazy woman, and she has this fantastic back east accent, and she's just so fun to watch, right? What's her name, Lindsay? Anyway, my kids and I are constantly, watch me. Watch me put on her makeup, okay? She is so stinking entertaining. She is funnier than funny. But you're not all comedians, right? You're not all entertainers. Okay, and do you look at those people and go, dang, I'm not quite that outgoing. I'm not quite that charismatic. I don't have like that crazy Eastern accent. Is there a way for me to sell a lot of my product without being like that crazy and everybody share my YouTube video? Does anybody feel like that? Do you ever wonder, can I be me and not like, I mean, because she's crazy, right? I mean, crazy in the best way. She's like as fun as it gets. But I'm telling you, when that kind of sales is so fun, and there's a few people like her that can do it. But do you feel like that's not duplicatable? Like if you were talking to one of your teammates, would you go, you just gotta be really crazy and have this like crazy accent and just produce all these videos and talk about how you love Sal. I love Sal, right? She's so funny. But it's just not doable. What I teach you is duplicatable. It doesn't matter. My Lindsay Rouse over here, she's so outgoing. She is fun and crazy too. But she knows how to be really down to earth and love on people. And then I have people that are a lot more shy, a lot more quiet, and they can do just as much sales. Do you understand? It does not matter your strengths and your weaknesses. This works for all of you, okay? And that's what I love about this. You really can do it. I'm loud, I'm outgoing, okay? You don't have to be like me, I promise you. I'm going to give you the tools to do that. So, okay, back to my story. Off I was selling. I was a scrapper at the time. My friend Karen on here knows that. I was scrapping. I was in North Dakota. Okay, they have another accent back there. Oh yeah, you betcha. Okay, so I was scrapping out there. I am not from the Midwest, so that is not my accent. But so I was out there doing that, and I really wanted to earn the next trip, and I had this goal. I was teaching at convention. I said, I want to earn it in half the time allotted. I had 12 months. Ended in December. I wanted to earn it by June by the time I spoke at convention. This was my big goal. And this gal started teaching me about needs-based selling. I would go to my parties, and believe me, I could show scrapbook supplies, and I could get you so excited about the watermelon paper that instead of buying paper to match pictures you had, you would buy watermelon paper and then go take pictures of your kids eating watermelon, okay? I could do that. Right? Just like the crazy lady in her Eastern accent, okay? But guess what happens? When people buy on impulse, they put it in their closet, in their cupboard, they don't use it, they don't drink it, they don't put it on their eyes, okay? They don't use stuff when it's impulse. When it's something they truly need and want, they use it and they come back and buy more and they send people to you. Can you feel the difference? So I would ask people, what are your 3 top memories? What are the things that if your brain and your memory just totally zapped 3 months or a month from now, you just had no memory left? I would say that instead of in case you died, okay, because that was really morbid. So in case your memory just zapped a month from now, what are those 3 memories you want to make sure are preserved? And I'd hear, right, like your brain's starting to go. You have weddings, you have children, you have vacations you've been on, you have these different things. So then as they told me that and I started bringing out products, I brought out the paper for the beach vacation. I brought out the paper about weddings. I brought out the baby boy paper. And then guess what they did? They used it. And guess what happened then? Then they bought more. Then they referred me to people. And I earned that trip in half the time. And guess what people are saying? Michelle, you're so nice. You're not pushy at all. Which is like hysterical because I don't really feel like I'm pushy, but I am more bold than some people. But it was amazing how I felt, and my sales doubled and my team exploded. All because I was literally being perceived as nicer. I was always nice, but people saw me as nice because I focused on what they wanted. Does everybody want that feeling? Do you hate feeling like you know that look when you start talking about your product and they go, or all of a sudden the messages get a lot slower or come to a screeching halt and you don't know why? Okay, we're going to prevent that from happening with these questions. Does that make sense? Who's excited? Who's had already an aha moment on, oh my gosh, there's a different way to do this? Have you had an aha moment? Okay, you have to just slow down, ask them questions, and find out what's in it for them. Now, Christmas time, what makes it different is that at Christmas time, how many times do you hear, well, I'm not really spending a lot of money on myself right now. I've got to do my Christmas shopping. Who's been in sales long enough to hear those things? Okay. They're still spending money. Woo! They just got to figure out which of your goods are good for their friends, family, loved ones, whoever's on their list. So that's what I'm going to help you match. Okay. You ready to do some matching? Because we're going to like skyrocket those sales. I love Christmas time. I love holiday season. I know there's more than one holiday at this time of year, so forgive me if I offend any religions, but I love them all. Let's give, and love on people. Okay, so we're going to talk about a couple of things. Now, some of you have also told me on Facebook and other things, you want to build your team in this time of year. Anyone want to build a team? Want to do some recruiting? Want to get some second and third team lines going? Okay, so we're going to talk about recruiting. The very first thing I want you to do, very first thing. Who knows that I'm a Post-it note loving freak? Like, right? Okay, they're like Post-it notes. I have boxes, huge boxes of Post-it notes around here. I've had my own created, which maybe I'll send you some, okay? Have my logo on them and have a little thing about goal setting, okay? Whatever, go find Christmas ones. You know there's Christmas ones out there at Walmart and all the places got the Christmas stuff out already. Get your Post-it notes out, my friends. I love Lindsay. I love her nod head. She's like, oh yeah, baby, we're doing Post-it notes. Put on your Post-it note exactly, not kind of, maybe, I don't know, do I dare ask for it? No. Put exactly what you want to have happen for the holiday season on your Post-its. Do you understand me? Everything that you just put down in this little chat box down here, bang, bam, 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 should be on a Post-it note, okay? And Lindsay, how many places do we put these around our house? Yes, I will pick on Lindsay because I know she like loves me and she'll reply to me.
I have it in my bedroom, my bathroom, my refrigerator, my living room, my computer, and my car.
What's my favorite place? Everyone has listened to me before. It's in my car. That's one of the things that changed my business is every time I got out of the car, I thought, ooh, who in here is going to use the scrapbook supplies? And I would find people at the craziest places. That's a whole nother class, but I moved to a new city. I knew nobody. This was in my car. And I booked 8 parties in 30 days, knowing not one soul. Do you understand me? It's the law of attraction and a few good skills. Okay, you can do whatever you want. So first of all, this should be on a Post-it note. Now, most of you put long-term goals. You're going to take that. You're going to put that all over your house 5, 6, 8 times. Post. Then we're going to put down effort goals, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. How many people do you want to recruit? How much do you want to do in sales? Okay, if you want to recruit 5 people, you need to have 10, 15 interviews, right? So there should be 15 interviews, or I'm going to do 3 interviews this week and 3 interviews every week between now and Thanksgiving. Okay? End result goals and effort goals both have to be put down. Okay? This is really important. If you want to learn more about goal setting, let me know because I cover that highly in my program. Love goal setting, right, ladies? Who are Post-it note queens that know that I am like obsessed with this? Does it work? Right? Okay, it's so cool. All right, so let's talk about recruiting. First of all, a couple things you need to know. Hello, Ashley, it works. Yes, she's just like killing it. This is an amazing time of year to recruit for many, many reasons. First of all, people are back on schedules. Second of all, lots of people's lives are kind of in this, like kids have gone back to school or they've quit traveling as retired people. There's like this kind of lull and it's like, ooh, what do I want to do with myself now? People start thinking about an income producing activity that many of them, if they're retired, if they're moms, if they have another career, they need something with flexibility. Do you agree? Okay. They might as well sign up with you, correct? If they're going to go start a business, it might as well be with you. So we need to find out a little bit about them, find out what they need and why. When you have someone that you've been selling a lot of product to, Or you post something on social media and you get some feedback and you're like, ooh, this person's kind of interested. You always need to slow down and ask, hey, what made you interested? Tell me a little bit more about what you would like to have accomplished by the end of the holiday season. What are some of the reasons that you would love to have your own business? Okay, can you see how if you slow down and you ask a little bit about these things, how you can skyrocket your recruiting? Now, one other quick thing, we have a lot of things to cover, so I'm just going to touch on these things. One of the things I've discovered with recruiting, there's this book called Get Motivated, and she has 3 questions, but the one question that's really, really important for people in direct sales is they ask, are you someone that's changed the world, motivated, or are you more motivated by money and titles? Now, you all, if you've been to a convention, you know there's these 2 different types of people. They're the people that are like, I love that I change lives. I love that I help people making money. I love that I help them with their health. I love that I help them feel more attractive inside and out. They love helping people. And then you have those people that are so excited and completely fired up and focused on, I am going diamond, black, gold, 6-star, you know, you a director, you all have different titles in your companies. You have a title and I got this bonus, right? Or whatever it is. Money and titles versus change the world. They're both needed in our world. But whichever you are, you probably tell your story. Stop doing that. You probably tell your story and you end up attracting more people like you, which is fine. But when you like to double the amount of people you attract, when you understand that those 2 different types of people are out there and you can talk their language and you learn all about them and what motivates them. Are they more motivated by money and titles? Or are they more motivated by the changes they're going to make in people's lives? Then you talk about that. Quit talking about your stories if they don't relate to the person you're communicating with. Okay? Seriously. Please. You are told over and over again, go share your story. Go share your story. Get everybody excited about the things that you want. No, they don't all want the same things you do. 80% of people are in direct sales because of relationships. So many people are there because of personal growth. Many people are there for so many reasons other than a title and a paycheck. And those really good recruiters are often, not all the time, but often money and titles. And if they're talking about the money and titles and money and titles and money and titles, and you're like, I just want to help people get healthy, or I just really love doing makeovers, like clash, like it makes them feel so uncomfortable. Talk about, we can help you do a heap load of makeovers. You love making people feel good? Yeah. What happens if your team member's doing a bunch of makeovers or helping people get healthy? If they're focused on that, they're still selling product and making money for you. They don't have to be focused on a money and title like you are, or maybe the way around, that person's focused on money and title and you just love helping people. Relate to them. Tell them a story about someone in your company who has their same goals. Quit telling your story. If I could get every direct sales person to quit telling their story, oh my goodness, okay? Talk about what they want, but you have to slow down and ask questions to find that out. So it's so cool what you can do when you better understand this. It's phenomenal. You'd be amazed what you can do with recruiting. Okay, so just realize that asking people, hey, what kind of Christmas do you want to have? What happened last year? Do you want to, how important is it to have this special gift for someone, or are you trying to simplify and make sure you're debt free? I saw a post last night on Facebook. She was so cute. She says, and she happened to be with Unique, and they have these little purple cards. She says, my purple card is going to buy all our Christmas, and I am not going 1 penny in debt this year. I mean, what a cool goal, right? How cool would it be for that person to start their business and have that focus of every dollar that I earn, buy somebody a gift, and that was all taken care of, okay? But somebody else, they want to be on track to be getting out of debt in 2016. Or somebody else is just needing to make some friends, and they're fried because they have not had anyone give them kudos since they just changed diaper 5,000. okay? They're all different. Find out what makes them tick, and you will recruit many, many more, and you'll keep them motivated. How many of you feel a team member, and I mean, you don't do this to everybody, but you'll have those team members where you can feel that you just don't relate. You call them and you try to get them fired up and you try to get them motivated, and you're like, I don't get it. Like, I talked to them, and I promise you, you're talking to them about the things that motivate you. And that is what's hurting that conversation. Does that make sense? If you stop and ask them all about them and what they want, and that's a whole nother class I have all about team building, but if you slow down and ask them more about what they want, which Lori can tell you, she's been working with a script I have. Right, Lori? Okay, there's a cool script I have that slows you down, helps you find out what their goals are, help them take steps. You don't give any advice until you find out what their goals are, and you can do amazing things. Okay, part of why you're not having success with your team is because you're not totally understanding what their goals are and making sure you focus on that. Don't talk to them about your goals. You're meaning well. Please understand that. I totally know you mean well, and that's what you're told to do, but it's not what's most effective. Okay, is that kind of like, wow, there's like a new way to do this. Focus on their goals. Okay, so let's talk. We're at 11:30. So I have a couple different ideas for you to help you increase your sales, okay? The first one is more about how we start finding people that connect to our products. So one of my big things is, and I'm like the question queen, is that you ask open-ended questions that reveal needs, okay? There's a big difference between saying, so you want to eat more meals at home with your family, don't you? And tell me a little bit about what it would mean to you to have, 5 meals a week at home with your family. Can you feel how you're going to get totally different set of answers and what they're going to tell you about? You can't ask rhetorical questions just hoping they'll agree with you. That's not what we're shooting for. We're shooting for questions that reveal what they need. Okay? That's what we're shooting for. So here is one of my most favorite questions that will help you start pulling people out of the woodwork when you're either just asking people, when you call follow-up phone calls, or you're putting it on Facebook, or all the different ways you connect with people, okay? Always say is, hey, who's on your list that ... Who's on your list that just started wearing makeup this year? Who's on your list who loves to bake? Who's on your list that's headed to college soon? Who's on your list who's a stay-at-home mom? Who's on your list that needs a gift under $10 to $5? Teachers, blah, blah, blah. Give them some examples. Can you see what could happen on your social media when you start asking just this one question? Who is on your list, ... Okay, did you start sparking? Okay, in your head, like what you could put at the end. So let's see if you're getting this. Down in the chat box, I want you to put a quick ending to that. Who's on your list to ... Okay, we got to think about this. It's got to be open-ended and it's got to reveal a need. Okay, so it could be who uses this, who does this activity, who is in this phase of their life, who has this need or problem, who ... Okay, who's on your list? So or you could say how many people on your list have this situation. Okay, all those things. When you get really good at this, it will amaze you at the interaction that you start having with people. When I teach you how to create better questions on Facebook, it blows my mind how many people go, I might get a couple likes, maybe my mom will comment, and all of a sudden they put a really good open-ended question, And all of a sudden they get 10, 20 comments. And they're like, dang, Michelle. And then this is where you start a conversation. Now, it was so funny. I spoke at a big Unique conference in Portland this summer, and I taught them how to do this while I was on stage, okay? And I said, look, let's start asking more open-ended questions. I said, everybody get out their phones right now, put on Facebook one of these questions. We said, what's the makeup that you can't leave the house without? What are your top 3 favorite makeup things? What do you run out of the most? We asked some of these very open-ended questions. I had people who literally had 3 orders within the time that I was speaking, all because they were putting these questions. Now, I had everybody tag me in them, and I went back and I started looking at them. This is the one thing that I forgot to tell them is really important. When they start making comments, like some of them said mascara, and I had someone pop in and go, oh, have you tried our mascara? I'm like, whoa, okay. This is where you have to realize it's really important to keep asking more in-depth questions and keep being interested in them. As soon as they make a comment, you don't just send them your website and try to sell it. That's where you make a little comment there. You go to the private message and you start asking more questions, digging, pulling more out of them, and create a connection. People buy from people they trust, not from people who post the most on Facebook. Okay? So the more you slow down and you have a little bit of interaction with people, amazing things happen. So I had one gal that lives in what's called Pendleton, Oregon, and she started doing this faithfully. She goes, oh my gosh, Michelle, I spend so much time on Facebook and on my phone, but I am doing crazy sales. She did over $6,500 in personal sales last month, all because she slowed down and she had these little conversations with people on private messaging after she asked open-ended questions. Flipped her business. She does great videos. She's not quite as good as that crazy Angie gal, but she's good at videos, but she added questions to her videos in all her posts. She got answers to things, and she just took care of each one of those people and dig deeper and found out what they need and why. And her sales are blowing up. Okay? It's amazing what you can do. Now, just note, and this is something that if you go friend Lindsay, you'll see this. She is a queen at messaging on other people's things. If you want people to comment on yours, you have to comment on other people's. What goes around comes around. Okay, and I can tell you, Lindsay is so sweet. She comments on everybody. She's always putting something funny on my thing. Okay, it's really important. People don't comment on other people's who don't comment on theirs. So you might be out of your comfort zone. If you're someone you're like, I'm just kind of a stealth Facebooker. That's okay, but realize people are going to be quiet and stealth on your feed too. You have to start talking. You can do it, okay? I'm not making you get on the phone. I'm not making you talk face to face. Just put a little ha 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 comment, way to go, I'm so sorry, anything, okay? Comment on people's stuff. They will start commenting on yours. That is the big reason why people are like, I tried it, Michelle. It's not working as well as I hoped. It's mostly because you're not engaging with other people. Do that, it'll start getting better quickly, okay? That's your one little thing. I can't make you comment on other people's things. That's what makes them want to talk to you. All right, so are you seeing how that works? Who's on your list? So I have some other fun questions for you to kind of that expound out of that, who's on your list. What has been your blank husband, mother's favorite gift you've ever given them? Like, just get them talking about what their favorite gift was and why. Because that will then give you an opportunity to see, do I have something that would match that same kind of feeling, that same kind of need? Okay. Would you say you are the spoil them, it's the one time a year kind of parent, grandparent, or get them that one special thing and teach them to appreciate what they receive? Like, get people talking about, what kind of giver are you at Christmas? Do you just love to pour it on? Or is it that one special thing? Like, everybody's has really different opinions on that. Ask people like these 2 questions. So I have this question called the positive question. And that's what is your favorite part? Like, what's your favorite facial feature, or what's the good health habit you have right now? Or what do you love to cook? Okay, that positive question often reveals some needs. Sometimes you have to go down like a little negative path with that. What's that one thing you hate to cook? Or what's that one part of applying your makeup you wish you had a new idea on? Those kind of things. But with that being said, what I love to ask is, hey, what's your favorite part about gift giving? And then you could also ask another day, what is the hardest part about gift giving? Or who's the person you're having the hardest time finding a gift for? Can you, like, are you visualizing, like, is it sinking in the kind of interactions you could start having on Facebook with follow-up phone calls, texting people that have bought from you before? Okay, when you start asking these kind of questions, I promise you, you will message me and you'll go, oh my gosh, Michelle, I learned this thing about this client that I had no idea. We make assumptions way too much. Way too much. I will be like, oh, I'm assuming this person's going to be this and this, and I'll ask them and they'll tell me something and I'm like, wow, I had no idea. Like it will totally, like, I did not see that coming. I love being surprised because that means I was truly curious. I asked really good questions and I pulled stuff out of them. If you don't learn anything new, you probably didn't dig deep enough. Does that make sense? Okay. You should learn something a little bit new about that person every time you talk to them if you're polling and asking questions. If there's something that they do answer, but you're not really sure exactly what they mean, for heaven's sakes, ask another question, clarify it. Don't guess. You can't take care of them as well as you could if you dig deep. Now, how many of you have had that situation where you heard them say one thing, and so you start telling them about a product, and then they go, no, I don't really need that, or I don't want that, or I'm not into that, all because you didn't slow down and clarify. Okay? Karen, are text messaging and social messaging replacing phone conversations? Okay, so my answer is going to be a little abstract. I think more conversations are starting via text and Facebook. When you work with me, you'll know I'm like, yeah, sometimes people are not going to answer the phone. And I have this way of messaging people after you've called and they didn't pick up to say, hey, this was me. That's really effective. I also have ways to get conversations started. So as you're digging deeper and you're finding needs and you go, I can explain this a lot faster and we can find out exactly what you need if we just get on the phone for 5 minutes, and then they'll pick up. So it's that we have to use a combination. Some people you can text and message, they'll go to your website and they'll order all sorts of stuff and you don't have to talk to them at all. Other people, you're not going to get them to sign up, or they won't buy as much, or they won't buy all the products they'll need if you don't get them on the phone. Does that make sense? Like your stuff, they need X, Y, they need blocks, they need ink. If you don't have all the stuff, they get their stuff home, they're like, oh, I don't have everything I need. Like after you're getting into a conversation, you might want to say, hey, can we talk for 5 minutes just so I make sure you have everything you need? Okay, when you say it's for 5 minutes, they're much more likely to talk to you than when they think it's going to be a long conversation. It might go longer, but you just make it short. If they go on and on, that's up to them. Okay, does that answer your question? I have a whole new class coming out on that. It's so fun. It's really cool. All right, who on your list needs a simple gift that's under $20? Another day you say that's under $10. Another day you say it's under $5. And you start making those recommendations, okay? My friends, please make it a rule that at least 80–90% of the time, every time you post a picture about product, you ask a needs-based question with it. Please understand the value of this, okay? You will get so much more interaction, so you know who to start talking to, okay? This is incredibly important. So much I can't express this enough. Please, please, please ask questions, but make sure they're open-ended. Like read it out loud to yourself and go, how would I answer that? Is this a yes, no? Is this rhetorical? Is this leading? Or is this truly curious? Can you feel the difference? Okay, this takes a little bit of practice to do. All right, so your other area that I want to share just a couple tips for you in is especially products that are, they can be a chunk out of your budget and you use them anyway, and you just love it when somebody buys it for you. Like I had a particular kind of shampoo, like as a teenager, if I got a big thing shampoo and conditioner, my favorite brand, I was like thrilled, right? So there are times where like practical stuff is like, yay, super, I don't have to buy that myself this month, okay? The power of a wish list, okay? When you can ask questions in all different areas of your business, of your product line. Okay, so let me give you an example. For example, I know, and I may not cover every one of them, but I know like for Tupperware, they have stuff to organize cupboard. They have stuff to keep fresh in the fridge. They have stuff for leftovers. They have stuff for reheating. They have these different types of products, okay? Makeup, you have different parts of the face. Health and nutrition. There's someone that just needs to mute on their end. I'm not sure who it is. You can just make sure you mute on your end. Awesome, I think someone found it. Nope. I don't know who it is. Usually it lights up and I can see it. So you can go through all the different areas. It might be the different types of crafts that you represent. There's so many different things. With Damsel, there's different types of safety features that they have and different ways that they protect people. You go through those things. Hey, tell me a little bit more about what you do to protect yourself when you're out by yourself and it's dark. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing to protect your kids on the internet. Like find out what they already do so you can see if there's holes, okay? So when you make follow-up phone calls or you meet someone for the first person, this could be at a booth, this could be online, this could be at the line at Target, okay? And then you start having a bigger conversation with them. Go through all those different areas and create a wish list. Now they may not be writing it down, but you write it down for them, okay? What's on their wish list? You should have a mental or hopefully written wish list for all your clients. So here comes the holiday season. They're like, I don't want to buy for myself. I'm buying for my family. And you go, what if I help your who? Mom, husband, sister, you know, that person that could do some shopping for them. How about I help them get some things for you? Okay, go see if they're on Facebook. See if they'll give them their phone number. Take the opportunity that that person who would buy anyway for themselves, except they're like, no, I can't for myself this year, help their friends or family do some shopping for them. And there's some ways to ask them who it is that would normally shop for them and what it is that they're really wanting. The other thing that wish list does, these are two other things, they're like bonuses. They have a long wish list and they don't want to buy it all. Who's the perfect hostess, right? How many times do you say you want all this stuff? Would you like to get some of it for free by inviting some people over, having a party, a class, a power hour, whatever your thing's called? Or, hey, you love this stuff so much. Could I tell you just a little bit of information about our company? And they go, yeah. And I say, okay, let me ask you a couple quick questions so I tell you about the parts that would be important to you.
Hey, Mom.
Okay. You always make sure you do that
Get me a stick
before
of the computer. Down.
before you start talking about your company. Okay? Can you see how that works? So a wish list is powerful. You want to have this long list of questions for your product so that you can then get more bookings and get more possible recruits. Could I gift wrap and bonus to encourage hosting? Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I have this more information and bigger classes on this. One of the things I highly encourage is excellent customer service. Make it easy for them. Whether you ship it, you wrap it, you whatever, you call the person for them. Make it as easy as possible and give amazing customer service. And that also will like get that person over the hump. So that's an amazing idea. Well done. Okay. So Do you feel like you're like, can you feel the power of what you can accomplish? Get it on your Post-it note. First thing, end result goals and the effort goals. What you want to have happen, how much work it's going to take to make that happen. Interviews, parties, talking to people one-on-one, follow-up phone calls, okay? Second thing, recruiting. This is an amazing time to explode your business, my friends. Start reaching out. I have a whole list of really cool questions for recruiting. Please quit talking about how cheap the kit is and start talking about, hey, who needs an extra $500 this month? Hey, how many of you haven't, when's the last time you got a promotion or some kudos at work? Start finding people who have the need for a business instead of cheap product, or inexpensive, not cheap meaning not quality, but inexpensive. Quit selling your kit and finding kidnappers, okay? Sell the business opportunity instead. Next one is asking really good questions about who's on their list, okay? Please take the time to find out who is on their list so that you can start a conversation with them. And please don't talk about, don't go right for a website or talk about like heavily specific product until you take the time to dig and have a private message with them. And if you don't get interaction, what's the answer? Start talking on other people's feeds, right? Okay, that will improve. Just do that. Just start commenting on other people's stuff. Do more than like, you got to comment, okay? And then the last one is help people get the gifts they want from their family members by helping their family and friends shop for them. Okay, you can have seriously a huge record-breaking holiday season. I genuinely mean this. I know how much you love your product, you love your companies, you believe in the causes, you believe in what they have to offer. Please, when you ask these questions, you appear so much more genuine and people really see your heart. I have no doubt your passion and your caring and how much you love your clients. Show it by taking the time to ask questions and find out about them. That changes your whole business. Okay, so everybody, real quick, we're going to start with the people on the phone, okay? So if you're on the phone, oh man, this is looking really different to me today. Okay, so if you're on the phone, unmute yourself real quick, and I want to hear really fast a quick aha moment, okay? I just heard someone unmute themselves. Who is that? Hi.
That's me, Haley Hale.
Hi, Haley. What's your aha moment?
Mine were asking, more questions for them, and then you said it doesn't matter your strengths and weaknesses. You can do it no matter what, and that's just something for me, my strengths and weaknesses.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you, Haley. I'm glad to hear from you. Thanks for joining us. All right, anybody else?
Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
Hey, it's Marta.
Hi.
Hey. My big aha moment from this call was if you didn't learn something new, you didn't go deep enough.
Nice. Very nice. Can you tell me, I'm sorry, I can't see your face. Tell me your name again.
This is Marty.
Marty.
From
Oh,
Pendleton.
sorry, girl. Sorry, I thought that's what you said and I wasn't sure. Okay.
Oh, no worries.
Cool. Hey, while I have you here, Marty, would you tell everybody just real quick, I'm sorry, I'm totally putting you on the spot so you can say no. Can you tell everybody what happened to your business last month when you started asking more questions?
It exploded, to say the least. I started asking questions at the first part of September. The month before, my sales had been $2,000, and I'd been kind of hanging out around the $2,000 mark. And then last month, it tripled to $6,500.
Woo! Okay, who wants some of that?
Yeah,
Right?
pretty crazy. Just from listening to what Michelle has to say, because it works.
How many recruits did you have?
I signed 4 on the last day of the month, and I've signed a couple more since then, and I've been talking to a handful more, probably 4 or 5 more.
And what did I tell you would happen after that $6,000 month?
My business is going to explode.
And then I said, okay, hang on, Marty, because all of a sudden you're going to have a huge recruiting explosion, right?
Right.
Okay, awesome. All right, anyone else on the phone that wants to give me a little what their aha moment was? Thank you, Marty.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Who's
it's Kim from Virginia.
Hi, Kim.
Hello. I was just asking those open-ended questions. I keep on asking those yes and no questions.
Yep, makes a
Or
difference.
rhetorical. Oh, yeah. Yep, does. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. All right, who else on the phone has an aha moment?
My biggest one was asking the need-based questions and the open-ended questions,
And who's
just
this,
to
my
get to
friend?
relate more.
Who's this?
What? Myra?
Hi, Myra.
Hi.
Needs-based, perfect. What do you sell, Myra?
Unique?
Oh, cool.
I'm with Unique.
I love my unique girls. Awesome. Did you text me by chance?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Anyone else on the phone have an aha moment? All right.
This is
Hi, who's this?
Lonnie.
Hi, Lonnie. I love
Hi,
my
Lonnie.
Lonnie. She's from Washington,
I
but she's in Oklahoma
like
right
the
now.
part. What?
She's in Oklahoma right now, but she usually lives in Washington. What's your aha moment?
Well, I hadn't heard of what favorite gifts were you ever given? What's your favorite part of gift giving? Your hardest part of gift giving? Gift giving. I really liked that. I thought that was great.
Awesome. Thank
Because there's people that are hard to buy for, and there's people that are fun to buy for. So I thought that was really good.
Cool. Awesome. 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 Thank you. Any other aha moments for my phone callers? Okay. So those that I have cameras on or are on your computer and you're hiding behind your camera, what are some of your aha moments?
Hi,
Hi.
this
Hi,
is Deborah.
Deborah. Nice to
Hi.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What do you
My
sell,
aha
Deborah?
moment, huh?
What do you sell?
I'm an Avon rep.
Avon. Awesome. Oh, lots of fun questions for Avon. Go for
I
it.
know, 18 years.
Woo!
Mine was, and I totally forgot about it. How about the idea, like you said, of, so they have a wish list, which is awesome, and I want to tell my other reps, but how about, I love the idea of, so you don't want to buy for yourself. Who do you know that would buy for you? Is there a way I can connect with them so that they can show them your list without you actually having to ask them for it? I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Cool. Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you. What
You're
state are you in, Deborah?
I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, welcome. I
No.
might be in Las Vegas next weekend.
Oh, well, I need your text.
I know.
I missed that beginning part where you said something about texting.
Okay, so you can text me your name, and if you're on the call, it's 509.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's like, I'm disorganized here.
You know what? I'm going to type it down below for you, darling, and I'll say it out loud.
Perfect. That works for me. Thank you so much.
509
Mhm.
205 8672. Okay.
Vegas, let me know.
You bet. I would love to connect with you. Okay, 2 more aha moments.
Hi, Michelle. This is Bianca. And
Hi, Bianca.
So I loved the needs-based questions.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just wrote it down, if I didn't learn something new, I didn't go deep enough. With me, I almost shy to share and speak with people. And so that really stuck. If I didn't learn something new about them, I didn't ask enough questions. And so it's really exciting because I get to talk, and I look forward to it. So
Dig deeper. Awesome.
yeah.
All right. One more aha moment. Who wants to share one more thought?
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
I'm with Arbonne International. This is my 5th year in November.
Awesome.
So I loved your meeting the need, and I've heard that before, but something about the way you said it clicked. And I thought about going out to male-centric businesses, doctors' offices, lawyers, and meeting their needs, even for company gift giving, or their wives, or their significant others. And that way, they don't even have to go to the store. They can just use my gifts.
Lovely idea. I love it, Sarah. So smart. Sarah's a smart cookie. All right, awesome. Okay, so if I could, I would love to share with you a little more information about how you can learn how to ask these questions, okay? Because I can almost guarantee you 99% of you go on Facebook and I'll see you posting. And darn it, sometimes they still end up yes, no questions. There's still a little tweaking that has to happen. And it just takes some practice. Plus, there's questions in every part of your business. Hostesses and getting people to parties or mixers or whatever you call them. Recruit, team building. There's questions for helping people who are currently on your team and pulling out what they need and what they want to do. I have questions for every single area of your business, okay? And you can blow this up in a short amount of time by just tweaking a little bit of what you're doing already smart, okay? We just need to, a little more questions, a little more curious, okay? So I have actually 2 options for you. And the first one is really fun. I have a program that's called Create Success Series. And there's one level that's called Create Success Series Business. And in that one, you get a whole heap load of videos. You get videos on all my stuff with goal setting, thinking outside the box, needs-based, all those kind of things. You then have videos on sales. So salespeople one-on-one, salespeople on Facebook, repeat sales, sales at a party, all those things can skyrocket, okay? Then we have stuff on recruiting and getting your recruits started. Can you imagine? Okay, so a lot of you have been with your companies for a long time. So Deborah, you're like, I've been with Avon for 18 years. And sometimes, and Lori will even tell you, she's one of my clients up here, and love her dearly, but it's so funny when somebody's been with a company for a little while, bless their hearts, that we have to break their habits and go, okay, quit telling your story and let them talk instead, okay? And sometimes you start getting excited and you start sharing your story. You go, okay, Michelle would tell me to quit talking, okay? And I do. I lend a little voice in your head sometimes, but that's okay. But can you imagine what would happen if every new person you recruit learned this from the get-go and we didn't have to break their habits? Who would love that? Oh my gosh, okay? If every single one of your people started with asking good questions and had really good sales, I tell people all the time, recruits need 2 things. They need successful experiences, which means they need a couple people saying yes and buying stuff, and they need successful habits. And habits is another thing I cover. None of you are lazy. I swear, every time one of you says you're lazy, I just want to give you a big hug and go, please don't say that about yourself. You just are busy and you haven't created habits, and I help you with that. I love helping you form the habits that get you consistent, and you make sure you have family time and those personal times, and you have business time, okay? We can help your new recruits get started right and better and more effectively. And I have this how to talk to friends and family, because, oh my gosh, it doesn't break your heart when they go talk to 3 people and 3 people say no, and they go, nobody wants to hear about my product, right? Who's had that happen with a brand new recruit? They go, I've talked to everybody. They had 3 no's, but it feels like everybody because they got 3 no's. We got to help them get a yes, so teach them how to do it right. They got to ask questions, okay? So you have all these videos, and guess what? I have these Christmas videos. I have, holiday building, business building videos. I like figure out how I'm calling them. There's 4 of them. And I'm throwing those in this package as a bonus when you sign up for this class. So the first, the way this class works is you have a whole bunch of videos. Then on Mondays, we have what are called mastermind groups. And on Wednesdays or Thursdays, I have office hours. We do it here on Zoom. You get to come tell me what you've been working on, what your goals are, and I help you tweak your questions, okay? You tell me, I've been talking to this girl, we've been talking about recruiting, I don't know what else to ask her next, and I give you some ideas, and you go, oh! And then you get to the heart of what she needs, and you get her signed up. Or you're talking to people on Facebook, and you send me all your messages. You go, okay, Michelle, like, here's the conversation. I go, okay, you asked too many questions at once, and this one wasn't quite open-ended, and I tweak it. And you go, oh my gosh, like Ashley can tell you, I had a $180 order, all because I just slowed down and asked a couple extra questions. That was like in her first 3 days, okay? So the way that program is, it's only $100 per month. You can stay with me as long or short as you want. You come hang out with me, and we chat, and you have access to all these videos, and we start transforming your business. It is amazing what happens, okay? Now think about that. For most of you, if you have parties, that's your commission off of one party. Most white people that are in party plans will take their businesses from nothing to booking 4, 6, 8 parties and having 2 new recruits in about 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, now I can't put a gun to your head and make you do the work, but if you do the work, that's what normally happens, okay? And it's so fun because you get excited because more people are saying yes and they're buying more and really cool things are happening. Now, that program, my website is Creative Success Systems. There's S on the end. There's a lot of S's. Creative Success Systems, plural.com. And on the website, you go to the Create Success Series, and you go down to the bottom, you'll see the $100 level. That's going to get you a whole heap load of stuff, okay? Ashley is saying she increased her sales by $1,000 in 1 month. So the fun thing about that is, you know, like, for example, Marty, she went from about 2,000 to 6,500. Wherever you're at now, we're going to take it and double it and triple it. Before that, Ashley wasn't anywhere near that. She didn't have the same experience Marty did. Everybody increases all by just working smarter. So I'm going to put my website down here. Now, the other option I have, gotta make sure I have all the S's in there. Can't seem to talk and type at the same time. The other option I have for you is you can buy just the videos for the Christmas videos, okay? If you just want the holiday videos, there's one on recruiting, there's one on sales, there's one on getting people to help you find the people that would buy for them, giving to your customers, okay? And there's a whole heap load of questions that you can use and you can post on Facebook or ask people when you're talking to them. So you can get the 4 videos. We'll have 2 conference calls, Q&A sessions, and you'll get those questions. And that's only $49. That's a half a party, okay? And you're gonna book parties, you're gonna get more sales. For $49, you can get all 4 of those videos, okay? But for $100, you get the whole package. Now, when you sign up for the business package, I have some other specials for you. I just gotta get to the right page here. When you sign up by Monday, you get a couple other specials, okay? And I have to refresh this. So one of the things I'm going to do is take the time to go to your Facebook feed, and I will look at your Facebook post and I'll go, oh, look, here's a really good question. Let's try tweaking this. Well, look how you answered them here on this. Show me your private messages, what you did after that. I take your Facebook messages, your text messages, you copy and paste, you send them to me, I go through your Facebook feeds, and that's like a $300 bonus. I help you tweak all that, all right? You get these videos. The other thing I let you do is pick one person from your team that you know needs some help and you would love to have them come join us. They get 1 month of our program where they get access to the videos and to the mastermind groups. They don't get all the bonuses, but they do get to come hang with us 1 month because some people just need that little extra oomph, okay? So when you sign up for that, you get to bring 1 person with you, all right? And I think there's some other bonuses. You'll be getting an email, if you haven't already, that has all the bonuses when you sign up for the business building section, okay? I would love to help you. when I got some training and some help and really could take my business to the next level, I was so grateful. And please, my friends, I need you to understand this is an investment. It's not an expense. Ashley, do you feel like this is an expense anymore?
No, not at all. I'm getting more out of it than I put in.
Right. Okay. If you'll do the work, please, my friends, understand. I know everybody has tight budgets. You go and you're like, okay, where am I going to get this $100 from? You will put that $100 back in plus more. Okay. This is an investment in yourself. You bought your kit. A lot of you spent more than $100 to sign up for your company. That was a risk. Okay. You've heard today several tips. You can go post on Facebook. You can make more money today and pay for the program today, okay? Use some of the stuff that I've shared with you. I would love to help you take your business to the next level. This is my passion. This is what I do. I really care about you being successful because I know what it's like to want that debt-free Christmas. I know what it's like to be a stay-at-home mom and trying to balance things. I know what it's like to have another job and trying to balance it with another job. I will help you wherever you are at, okay? So you have those two different options. The one other option is if you have a large team, I have a program, one level up from that has these really cool team building scripts in it. They're way cool. They're so effective. That one's $150 a month. But when you sign up for that by Monday, you'll get an hour of free coaching with me, which is another $150 value, okay? I want to help you. So you'll be getting some emails. You should have gotten an email at noon about, I think, if you signed up for the class, which you probably did because you're here, you should be hearing about that. If you don't see it, go to your, you've got Gmail, be sure and go look in the promotions box or go look in your spam box. Now let me ask, who has questions about the program that we're doing? Do any of you wonder like what exactly you're getting out of it? Okay, what did you see of value today that you'd love to get more of? What would you love to get even better at? It's like you got a taste of it today. What do you want to get better at? Asking the right questions. Awesome. Hi, Jen. I'm not sure I caught you. Where are you from? Bianca asking questions. Where are you from and what do you sell, hun? Vancouver Unique. Oh, cool. Were you at the thing this summer? Cool. Oh, yay. Thanks for joining us. Did you get some refresher ideas? Sales and recruiting. Awesome, Cindy. I would love to help you with that. And Bianca, you asked me, yes, the deadline is on Monday, but I'm telling you, the sooner you sign up, the faster, the absolute faster you will get access to those videos. Literally, after you sign up, within 10 minutes, you get an email that has a password on it, and then you can jump right in and you can start watching videos today, okay? So the sooner you come hang out with me, the sooner you'll get on those. And today is Tuesday, so I have office hours tomorrow. You can come on and ask me a few questions and can join me on office hours tomorrow, okay? It's so much fun. It's so worth it. It's just amazing, all right? Okay, so, hey, Dodie, you're hiding. I didn't see you pop on here. How you doing, darling? Let's see here. All right, so I would love to help you if I can. If you have any questions about what you get in this program, please let me know, and I will do everything I can to help you grow your business, okay? Any questions that you just want to pick my brain about sales questioning, like Karen asked me about, is texting replacing the phone? Oh, the next free class next week will be about texting. It's going to be the coolest class ever, okay? So I know, yay, it's going to be awesome. All right, any other questions? You just want to pick my brain because I'm hanging out here with you anyway? I'm going to stop the recording.